Hi, it's Chris Sherwood at the Department of Education. I wanted to take a couple of minutes today to go through the steps that a teacher would go through if they were opening up a help desk case in the new behavior tracking for one of the netbook demo schools that we have, the types of changes that they would see and the types of prompts they would get and so on. What I'm hoping to do here is by creating this little video is save you a lot of questions that crop up about what I should do and where I should go and what exactly this should look like. So what I'm going to do is share my desktop, and we'll walk through a scenario where a teacher can open a behavior tracking incident and then could opt to open an IT related one and the steps involved in doing that. So I'm just going to switch this over to my portal for a minute, to the main MB Ed portal, and we'll pick up from there. Okay, here we are on our main MB Ed portal, and what I'm going to do, this would be the same look that teachers would have when they log in. What we're going to do is drop down under Applications, and here's the regular help desk link that teachers are very familiar with using when they're opening up their cases. You notice now that there is a link here to the demo schools, add request behavior. This is the most important step, at least initially, is that they use this link. This starts them off in the right area of the portal in order to add their help desk request. If they use a traditional one, it actually sends them off in a bit of another direction. It might be confusing. So in your demo schools, when you're doing the training with the teachers, I'd suggest very strongly that you use this link. So if you choose this one, we'll just choose it now. We'll see what it looks like. You'll notice when it pops up here that there is a little bit of a change. For example, in the traditional help desk, this looked like a different application altogether, and you'll see now that you're still within the portal, but it does have this help desk look and feel to it. So what we're going to do first, I'm just going to switch over to School District 2. And what you'll see immediately is the fact that this looks pretty much exactly like any help desk, regular help desk session. If they choose, for example, in District 2, let's just choose this school that is not a demo school, you'll notice that it's very much business as usual in here. This is an IT case. You would simply go through it the same way as you have for a number of years. Select hardware, whatever the case may be, computer or memory, and you fill it out the same as you would. You hit save, and again, whatever information is necessary, you hit save, and off it goes to IT for the school technician to deal with. No changes at all. If you select, though, let's choose Harrison Trimble, for example, which is a project school. What you'll see immediately is this line. Is this a student netbook project related? And a yes or no. Again, if it's no, it could be at Harrison Trimble High, but doesn't involve a netbook at all. Again, you just leave it at no. And again, it's very much business as usual down here. If it is yes, though, and if they select yes, what you'll see happen is another prompt will launch and will say, is this student netbook behavior incident, yes or no? And again, if it is student netbook related, but simply an IT related project, child can't or student can't connect to the wireless network, you would just leave this at no. And again, very much business as usual. The ticket that's created goes to IT, the school technician it's dealt with, and again, really no difference in terms of what to do for the teachers. But if it is a behavior incident, and you select yes, the teacher selects yes here. And again, you may take a note of this line that's down there. Note to teachers. If your student netbook help desk request requires both behavior and an IS ticket, we want you to create the behavior ticket first. And again, we'll come back to this in a minute, but it is important to create the behavior ticket first if you're going to create both. So if it's behavior, we're going to select yes. And you'll see the rather dramatic change here. When you select yes, that it's a behavior incident, you notice that the material down here is completely changed. There is no IT-related information here anymore because your behavior ticket is a very separate incident. It actually does not go to IS at all. It goes to a school administrator who's been assigned the role of handling behavior items related to the netbooks. So what you would do at this point as a teacher, you would fill in, again, you can enter the information on the student. You have some choice here about the incident itself, netbook broken, left at home, lost, broken, stolen, whatever the case may be. Is the intent accidental or on purpose? The date that it occurred, again, you choose it from the calendar. We thought it was important to be able to indicate, did it take place at home or at school, or on the bus or on the playground while in transport? And again, that can be just filled out. Another important line for us is this one: have you performed any actions on this request? As a teacher, have you performed anything on this? If you say no, that you just want it referred to the office, you haven't dealt with it at all, but you feel it should be, you just select no. Perhaps you can fill in some additional text in the description here. And if you click save, this behavior ticket is sent off to the school administrator. If you have dealt with it, or you've done some action related to it, if you select yes, again, you can detail what you've done already. For example, if you've already met with the parent or the student, you can choose that from the list. You can detail what you've done prior to that. You can add more than one. You had a meeting with the parent, you just click the little plus here. You can have a meeting with the parent and with the student, and gave the student a verbal. Again, those all can be documented already. And then you have the opportunity to again say, is the school administrator involvement required? Maybe you've already dealt with it. It's a minor issue. Student left AC adapter home for 3 days in a row. You've dealt with it. You've warned the student. Maybe it's a strike one issue, but you really don't have to advance it any further than that. It's been dealt with, but you just want to make sure that you've logged the incident. That's very important, that the incident gets logged and what you've done is logged and so on. So again, if you say no, the incident is logged. It's logged as a behavior incident, that you've dealt with it, and it does not go any further than that. If, however, it is serious enough that you do want to make sure that the school administrator is informed and is going to follow up and deal with it, you would simply, again, fill out what needs to be filled out. You would say yes, the school administrator involvement is required. You would save it, and again, the school administrator is notified of the incident, and any items that you've done, any follow-up or actions that you've taken and so on, goes to the school administrator from there. Now at this point, again, we talked about this line before. Once your behavior ticket has gone to the school administrator, and if you want an additional IS ticket made out, for example, a student comes with 3 or 4 keys missing off a keyboard. Obviously, it's a behavior issue. It's not accidental, so you've sent off the behavior ticket for the school administrator to follow up. But IS needs to be involved because either the keyboard has to be fixed or the keys replaced. So what you would do at this point, once you click Save here, you're authorized a ticket is sent to you that your behavior incident now has a ticket. And what you would do is simply choose, after you get that confirmation screen, you choose the word yes, and it will take you back to the point where then you can complete the IS ticket. So what you've basically done, you've sent the behavior ticket off in the direction it should go. Now you're going to go in and put the information that the IS people need in order to deal with that issue with that netbook. And you would fill out what has to be done by the IT people. And what our goal is here is to make sure that the incidents involving the netbooks, both the IS incidents and particularly for the first time the behavior-related incidents, are being tracked through the system. Everyone is in the communications loop of what's being done and what actions have taken place. Have the parents been informed? Are the strike 1 and strike 2 issues being tracked properly, and so on? And that's what our real hope is for this particular year, is that we can design a system, design a better communication system so that all our partners in this process, our IS partners and colleagues, our school administrators, our teachers, our students, and our parents, are all involved in the process of being informed on what's going on with the netbooks. So I hope this little demonstration helped you today. I am available anytime. If you need to find me on Communicator or email me, it's chris.sherwood@gnv.ca. And at any time, please drop me a line if you're having problems with the help desk, and we can set up a session and do a separate session again for you. Thanks for watching and listening, and have a great day.